transsexual.
Okay, sounds good to me. I was telling brother about Donald fucking Trump.
Okay, is it going?
It's going.
Okay, welcome to your second review of this afternoon. Review I am dubbing the Samoan transsexual review. Because it was meant to happen about 15-20 minutes earlier, but my cameraman got into a very long story about his encounters with a very memorable and very charismatic Samoan transsexual. Not in the way that you possibly are thinking. It's a very professional sort of thing. I'm just digging myself deeper into the pit here. Yeah, he's nodding at me. I am. I'm going to shut up right now and just review the beer, because that is what I am good at, reviewing beers, not telling stories. Okay, so we will be reviewing Samuel Adams' Rebel IPA. Now this is an IPA. Sam Adams has been known for kind of not really going into the trend of making IPAs like other brewers have. But recently, they decided to go and try to release their own take on the West Coast style IPA. Now this has 5 different kinds of hops in it. It says here, see, Cascade, Simcoe, Centennial, Chinook, and Amarillo, which means it's a pretty well mixed blend. So as you can see the color here is very clear. It's a yellow with a slight tinge of copper to it. Poured it with about a finger's worth of pitch. So this one has it's a good mix, I would say, of sort of sweet fruity citrus, and some underneath that some dank notes. Not overly complex. Very interesting sort of character. I've never smelled to an IPA before. I can't really put my finger on it. It's sort of fruity, but not citrus fruity or tropical fruity. Dried apricot. For an IPA, it has a very clean finish. If I was just drinking this blind, I would have guessed it would be an EPL, basically an India Pale Lager, because of the finish being so crisp. There is hops to the finish. The malts are not very sweet. I would say the malts are much more reminiscent of lager-style malts and ale-style malts. There is a round sweetness to it, but it's highly carbonated and very dry in finish. Oddly enough, I'm not getting much distinct notes of hops. There is that bitter hopping finish to it, but there isn't really a strong characteristic to the hops. It's really, well, a blend. I really can't get over how dry these are. This is one of the driest IPAs I've ever had. Like I said, it's more reminiscent of a lager. Very interesting mouthfeel. Next time I'm going to have it. It really feels like something that should be at refrigerator level coldness, as opposed to more traditional 50 degrees or so level of coldness for a IPA. This seems like something that you could drink straight from the refrigerator, and actually probably straight from the bottle. Now, as for myself, I can't say that I like it. I prefer ones that have much more flavor interplay on the tongue. Um, from my experience, the Samuel Adams beers put out in the Hopology box set, Hopology mixed case, are much more interesting and complex. And if possible, you should go and excuse me, try the IPAs that come in that because they're really some